The majority of hoses on a vehicle will fail from the inside out. Most of these failures take tens of thousands of miles and many heat cycles to occur. Recognizing the conditions that can cause a failure and the visual clues is vital in preventing a catastrophic failure. Typically, most hose failures are due to either contaminated fluid or electrochemical degradation. Like the arteries in your heart, the hose can become hard and brittle. Tiny cracks or striations develop in the inner layers, which eventually cause a hose to split, blister, and eventually leak. The leading cause of this type of failure is the quality of the fluid. Most fluids inside a vehicle, well, they got additive packages that prevent oxidation and control the pH of the fluid. When any fluid breaks down, the inner liner of the hose is vulnerable to damage. This type of damage can occur to the liner and erode and degrade the hose itself. Electrochemical degradation occurs when an electrical current on a radiator and cooling system hoses causes damage to the inside of the hose. Today's multi-material engines with cast iron, aluminum, and plastic can create conditions that set up electrical current in the coolant. With the different metals, the engine, radiator, and heater core, they can act like a battery. As the hoses and coolant degrade, the inside surfaces of the hose become a conductor, which causes the layers to erode and eventually weaken. SAE, or the Society of Automotive Engineers, has designed a procedure to test a hose's resilience to this type of damage. The test uses a length of hose with a 50-50 coolant and water mixture, and it applies 12 volts to the hose with the negative and positive connections on either end. The assembly is then put in an oven for 168 hours. When the test is complete, the hose is cut 45 millimeters from the end, and the damage is measured by counting the number of cracks. Electrochemical degradation can sometimes be identified by pinching the hose near each end with your thumb and fingers. If you feel ridges or voids inside the hose, well, it needs to be replaced.